Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Sandra no kumijo, and specifically two separate areas, the counts 5 and 6 and 15 and 16. And so we're going to look at that in detail. So if you already know this 31 jo kata, this will go into more detail with these particular movements. So stay tuned and take a look.
Okay, so let's take a look at these specific movements on the side of the ukejo in the Sandra no kumijo. And before we go into the details of the movement, let's place them in the sequence a little bit. So let's do at least a few movements before to show you which ones we are talking about, and without doing the whole kumijo because it's quite long. But then we will go into the details. So as the ukejo, we have the movements here. We begin with the 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going into the movements 5 and 6. Okay, so for the ukejo, it's quite simple actually. I will be striking around my head, kind of a yokomen strike, and go to the other side, and again another yokomen. Okay, so these are the movements 5 and 6. The 15 and 16 come in the second part of the kumijo, so after we make a break, we restart the position kind of, and on the movement 13, Durward is opening. So this is 13. 14 is the block, so like 4 we had a block, the same block actually, and on 14 here we have the same block. And now we come up with a strike again, so 15. But instead of doing the second strike, we take the energy and come back into the movement 16. Which is then, no, this is the 16. Mm-hmm. So 16 is the preparation here. Okay, it doesn't really look like a separate movement, but in the kata, when we do it alone, it's a separate movement when we go back here, when we take the step back, and this is why we count it as 16, also in the kumijo. So as you can see, it's very similar starting point. We are after the same block. It's very similar first movement, the 5th and the 15 where we do the strike. But then the 6th and the 16 are a bit different. And one of the reasons is probably because we've done already the sequence of 2 strikes in the beginning of the kumijo. It didn't bring us a lot, so we didn't manage to win or end the kumijo. So the next time we come into the similar situation, we want to do something different out of it. And proceed in a different way to try something else. So this is probably one of the reasons why we have these 2 sequences in the different parts of the dojo, of the kumijo. Sorry. So let's go into a bit more of the details. So from this position after the block. So for the first one, for the 5th movement, I will enter, and I want to stay in touch with the jaw of Durward, of the uchi jaw, as long as possible, because it protects me actually from being hit from the side. So if I move my jaw directly behind, Durward can redirect and stop me. Okay, so one important point is, as I enter here, I want to protect my space from the side, so Durward couldn't strike me from the side or redirect his jaw towards my center. And as I enter, I will shift my right hand more or less to 1/3 of it, or 1/4, 1/3 of the length of the jaw. And as I turn around, I will bring the other hand, the left hand, forward, changing the way I hold the jaw to the kamae style, or to the ken style, actually like in the ken kamae, like a sword, and then I strike towards the head. And as I do this, Durward is doing the block, and we'll probably cover the movement of the uchi-jo for the steps also in another video. So as I enter here and Durward blocks, he goes around his head. When we connect and he blocks my strike, I let the jaw go a little bit to the side. So I don't try to force here in the middle, stay in the center on Durward. I let my jaw escape a little bit to the side, take this energy from the block and go to the side. Which enables me then to make the second entry, and I cannot go straight in, of course, because there is a jaw in front of me. But the fact that I let the jaw move a little bit to the side helps me to come underneath and create a similar situation like with the block before, get in contact with the other jaw. And as I get my jaw around above my head and I enter closer, I can protect the space again from the other side. Okay, so otherwise if I just try to enter here, I'm stopped. So I use this movement of the jaw to the side to create kind of similar situation like after the block before, after the movement 4, but on the other side, which enables me to enter and strike on this other side, on the other side of uchi jaw's head. Okay. So these are the details and the, let's say a bit deeper explanation of the movements 5 and 6. So now let's compare this with the movements 15 and 16. So the starting position is exactly the same. So I'm after the same block, after the same ski kind of strike and the same block here. And the first movement is exactly the same. So I want to enter, I switch my hands on the jaw, I protect my side, the space on my side, and I strike towards the side of the head. Okay, the difference is that as Durward does his block, as Durward does his block here, I don't want to stay there. So in the fifth movement, I let my jaw rebound from Durward's jaw, go to the side to make the second strike. This time I use this energy to retrieve my jaw back to my side. Okay, so as soon as I get this energy here, I move backwards from this strike. I pull back my jaw. So once again, very slowly, but as soon as I make this contact, I use this energy from the contact to retrieve my jaw here. And this is the preparation for the movement 17, actually, so which we'll cover in another video. But this is important, that you don't stay blocked on this contact of the two jaws, okay? But that you move in a fluid way, you move to the next position. So once again, 15 and 16, directly. So thanks for watching this video. We hope that you find it useful and that it can help you to improve your practice of Aikido, and stay tuned for other videos because we'll be covering the other movements of the 31 kumijo in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.